Hey guys, it's Chris from Pompous Gamers. So, today we're going to be taking a look at Dungeon Defenders 2. I'm going to make a quick little guide here for it. It's still in pre-alpha, it's under the Early Access program on Steam. And what I've noticed so far is that the community is collectively probably the worst community I've ever seen. Like, they're just terrible. If you queue into, like, anything from level 1 to, like, 15 to 20, like, people are building, like, the worst setups possible. And you're just gonna consistently lose games. Like, while I was leveling, I lost probably 75% of the games that I was playing with people, versus, like, you know, like, 5% where I was playing alone. So, I'm just gonna show you, like, quick setup and basically how the game works and what you want to be building and what you don't want to be building. Because some structures in this game will just single-handedly lose you the game, like the spike blockade, which is a favorite amongst the low levels. It's just the worst thing in the entire game. Basically, like, spearmen will stand at, like, max range and just kill the shit, while your ballistas are back here and they can't do anything because you built this piece of crap. So, we'll just jump in to... We'll go Throne Room. It's a fairly easy map. I could probably show you some builds for the other maps later. But we'll just do the Throne Room on hard. So we're in the level 25++. It does... Currently, that's like the limit. You can't really go anywhere past that. So I'll just showcase this map a bit. People that are at max level are definitely sick of this map. That's all everybody plays. Just because it has like the best drops and stuff like that. So I'll show you a quick little setup here. So I'm just gonna build this like this. I think that's good enough. Like, should be back further. No, that's gonna hit everything. Yeah, okay. So we'll set it up like this so basically both of these are gonna hit both of these lanes. So it's kind of like you just built two here facing here, two here facing here. So it's basically the same. And back here, a lot of people build some different stuff, but you know, we'll just go simple. We'll just build this guy facing this way. Facing this way, and same on the other side. Alright. So one thing you want to keep in mind in this game is that you want to be leveling multiple characters at the same time. I think it's the only game that I've ever played where I actually had alts. No, Destiny. Destiny I played with alts. The only two games that I've ever played where I've actually used alts. They're very important because of this reason. You can just set up the defense. You know, you don't have to rely on other people to build your structures for you. People that probably have worse gear, people that are probably, you know, getting gear that doesn't make any sense. So, switch back to the knight. And in this game, less is always more, because you can use your extra resources to upgrade them even further. Just upgrade everything up. And I guess we'll bump both flags. So it should be good. So we'll just let this play out. So yeah, and this is basically the setup. Like, you don't need anything more. Like, those two things are going to do their job. These are going to do their job. The sub-objectives in this game, some levels, I like to defend them. Other levels, pretty much every level, though. You can just give them up and then defend the main core. And that's how you're going to play this game. A lot of people just try to defend those. wastes too many resources. They get overwhelmed, you know, it's a wipe on stage 2 and 3. Which happens at lower levels consistently. Like if I had a spike blockade right there, you know, right where it would be useful, this range guy would just destroy it, and these guys wouldn't be able to touch it. So that's why it's terrible to have. You know, it's a mistake that, you know, the noobs will make. It's gonna happen. And yeah, you can pretty much just AFK farm this. You know, sometimes, like, if you didn't build them pixel perfect, you know, stuff will get through and you have to walk up and attack it, but it's a lot better than some of the defenses you see out there. Once you hit level 25 plus, or once you hit level 25, you can just walk into level 25 plus with a group of people and drop your mana and they will carry you. Like, if you don't know what to do in this game, you just drop your mana and people will build for you. Unless you're in like the lower bracket, and then people will just build so horribly that you'll just lose the game. So basically, after every wave, you just want to upgrade these, get them up to max. And then you can just sit here and AFK farm this for days. Mini bosses, like, they're not going to be able to do anything to you. Usually around this time, like, after the next level, you'll start to build, like a cannon there and there, just to deal with some of the extra stuff. But this is the easiest map to do, like, once you hit level 25, because, like, this is a pretty simple setup defense, but I can show you really quick, like, some of the other defenses at the end, and how to set them up, and how to defend effectively. When you're leveling, like, when you hit level 15, you can do, it's called ramparts, and, like, that's pretty easy. So you'll probably level up through there, probably alone, because the community's so bad. And I guess we'll put a couple of these guys here. Oops. Pump that up a bit. See, that's so, like, I wish I could show you my gear that I have on right now. I'll show you in between this next page. So, like, defense power. Defense power. What you're looking for. So, like, this piece here, it's not bad. Rolled a little low on the defense power side, but it also has defense health, which is better than nothing defense-wise. So this one would roll physical resist instead of defense power, so we don't really. These things here. So medallions give so much defense power. They're really going to boost your defense. They're basically going to boost your AFK ability in this game. And that's what you want. You just want to make it a tower defense game by picking up those pieces of gear. Some maps you have to do a little bit of legwork on round 1. Unless, like, your stuff's pixel perfect, but usually it's not going to be, so you just pick up that. That, I guess. Unfortunately, in this game, like, the mythics you're gonna find are pretty much all trash. Same with the legendaries. A lot of them are DPS legendaries. You just enter them. And it hurts, but, you know, it happens. Usually when people ask you to build, like, it depends on what level you are. Like, if you're at level, like, 10 to 15, just be like, no, I'll build. And you just build, like, 3 or 4 things to defend the most things possible, and you're gonna come out ahead on every time. It's just, I hate these heroes. I hate them so much. They're so annoying. They create a lot of, like, RNG, and sometimes the towers won't hit stuff properly. Bump that, we're good to go. I think the worst structure in the entire game is definitely the spike blockade, the mage one. It like blows up, it doesn't defend it. It says it deals damage, but it doesn't really deal that much damage. Run this like 40 times, and then the one time you gotta make a video and like you die. Ugh. God. We're not gonna lose though. A minor setback. More mythics. So he's got defense power, but like ability power is so useless in this game. Stuff like this, I kind of like keep for a little while, and I'm like, why am I hanging on to that? Because it's not going to be useful. It's like, none of the maps are really hard in this game. Like, if you're grouped with people that are like trying to defend every single point entryway, like if people have like defenses set up like here, then yeah, every level can be hard, but they're really not that hard. The ogre coming in. I usually just stand here. Make him jump over that. Make him hit me a couple times. How many mythics do we get? 5? A little above average. I don't think we use any of them, but you know, whatever. A little extra gold never hurts. Who's back there? Get a greenie. So just for funsies, I guess we'll jump into a game, like a lower level game, and I'm just gonna showcase like how terrible people can actually be, because it's pretty staggering. Like, this game has basically turned me into a toxic player, like, after grouping with, like, 3 or 4 people. And, like, I'm a guy who's played, you know, like 1,000 games of League, and have never chirped a single one of my teammates. And I come into this game, and I'm immediately just going off on all my teammates, because they're just making, like, stupid structures and costing us games. I don't know. So we'll join a session, a lower level one, like 10 to 15 bracket. It's probably where most people are at, so we'll jump in there, see what they're up to, try to help them out, try to help them pull a win out of their asses. Probably won't happen, but we'll see. Alright, let's see if anybody's even on. Yep. Alright, so what do we got going on? That's actually a decent setup. Let's see what's going on here. It looks like they're actually gonna win this one. So this is actually like a similar setup to me. Like, I'm surprised. Most people are just terrible. You'll lose immediately. These guys actually know what they're doing. See, like, this is what you're looking for. You know, less is more. Just small clusters here, small clusters up here, and they've got it going on. It's like they're definitely going to win this, so we'll abandon. We'll find another group. I want to showcase some baddies, like, not some people that actually know how to play the game. Most of them were, like, over-leveled, so they were probably, like, you know, level 25s just helping out some noobs. Which I can respect. We'll go, like, 5 to 10. Badge. This should be a shit show, we'll see. Okay. So it's stage 3. We've got mana berries. Okay. So yeah. So this is gonna go very poorly, very fast. And I'm just gonna show you why. Like, see, some guy built this, and he definitely had turrets behind it, but those spear throwers just threw right through it and just killed them off. It's like these guys are frantically running around trying to do work. Mana barriers are gonna go down here, and they're just gonna walk through and kill off all this guy's shit. These guys are so far behind that, like, usually you get to like round 4 just from like people like hanging in there, like actively defending stuff. Like, look at this guy. There's nothing down here. If this guy leaves, like, they're just gonna walk up here and kill this. Anytime you join in and you see one of these, like, you might as well just leave because they're not gonna fucking win the map. Like, these things are such pieces of shit. They actively, like, anybody who builds this is actively trying to lose the game for everybody. What's going on? That's spear thrower killing that off. We'll get rid of this guy. We're actually just gonna drop mana to. I'm assuming this is the builder. He's our culprit right there. And we're gonna see what he comes up with. It's not gonna be good. It's not, come on. In this map, like, the ideal setup is, you know, like, if you want to defend this, you kind of want to defend this up here, just because if something opened up right here and, like, just joined into this, then you wouldn't even bother defending this. But because it opens up this guy, and then you have to actively defend this too, then you actually kind of want to defend this. So you just build, you know, like a couple ballistas, like here and like here. Give them enough time to come around the corner so that they can actively deal with them. Probably drop like a boost tower here, down here, just 2 or 3 ballistas here to kill everything that comes down the stairs, a couple ballistas here, kill everything that comes from there, plus the flyers, and then you just build a couple here to defend everything that comes from there, and that's it. Like, that's all you need. Oh, hit G. You think you can handle the north? Yeah, sure, man. Sure. Y'all handle the north already. I guess this is the north. I don't know. I have a job, apparently. Rather where I'm standing. Yeah, okay. I got it. I forgot this map turns on. Is this? Who's talking? Is it this guy? I think. Oh, it's this guy up here. Okay. How do you place a marker down? I think it's like... Let's see, so... C? Yeah, C. Defend. D. Okay. So I have a job. I'm actively a tower. Because these guys are built fairly poorly. One mistake a lot of people do is they'll actually build closer to the spawner. And what happens then is that these guys will just sit in there and they'll just build up, build up, build up. So there's like 40 guys coming over here. These guys actually built around the corner, which is better than most, but it's still god awful. Because it leaves me to be a tower. That's if, like, these guys can actually defend stuff. Should have grabbed, like, what I should have did was grab my hunter to try to help him. See, like, this is the problem with Shikari. This isn't even getting attacked because it's around the corner. Because this thing is there. Oh my god. So yeah, this is basically what you're gonna queue into. It's just like, oh, just people building terrible stuff. You know, they don't really know how to play the game yet. And you have to do a lot of work just to try to scrape up. Something stuck somewhere because some people probably yeah, that's the problem I'm talking about. You build this shit right here so that they can't get out because some range guy's sitting there attacking. We might just make this. Oh, I don't even have my hunter. My hunter's actually, like, got a pretty decent legendary bow. What's the damage here? 140. I guess we go mage. I don't know what to do. So I think I'm defending this, so I guess I'll bump this. Let's try. Is it even facing, like... Could be facing more this way. We're gonna give away our mana to somebody. Probably. Yeah, this guy. I think the mage is the right choice here. My hunter's DPS is off the charts, so I can just sit there and destroy everything with her, but we'll see. God, I don't know. Maybe I won't die. Let's stick to the report the respec bug. I don't know what that is. I guess we're gonna start chucking our mana out, just so that we hopefully get a stockpile there. So that we can fall back on it. Take a point out, put a point back. So we've got tons of mana here to defend. Good times. Playing with the community. Love it. Oh, somebody's shit got destroyed already. It's probably that mana barrier that was built like too close. The only thing that you're allowed to build that close is like a hunter trap. If you're desperate enough to build a hunter trap, like. My character is not built for this. It's built to just sit there AFK while the turrets do all the work. Because you don't build shit this poorly. I can't even activate the fire trap because of how poorly they built this. Let's get back into it. This is the last wave. Alright. This guy. Something else. They already killed the ogre. Was there an ogre? So that's what victories look like. In this bracket, you're just scraping by. Everybody's doing so much legwork. If somebody goes AFK, it's instant GG. That's what kind of poorly people are building. So it's a little what not to do. Build, use your entire defense. And just build poorly. And what to do is use like a fraction of that. And to build properly without these arcane barriers. The worst shit I've ever seen in my life. I built one of these once, and I laughed so hard, and I never built one again. Couldn't even remember the name of them. They're just that terrible. I won't vote any of these guys down. I won't do it. I normally do it, but, I'm just gonna skip.
Alright guys, so just to sum everything up, I'm just going to show you a bit of what you should be looking for. So, gear-wise, Cannoneers usually roll pretty well in the power department, so you pick up some of that. And even the rapid fire is pretty decent if it rolls power, so. Just some of this, power and speed, defense. Like, you don't need hero damage. Just straight damage, extra physical resist, you're never gonna use this stuff, so you can just vendor it and use it to upgrade your better stuff that you pick up along the way. Even if it's green, but it has defense, power, and speed, and you see a blue that gives you the thumbs up, I would just stick with your green. Let's see here, specs. Specs are pretty much just put them where you want, if you're gonna use the ballistas a lot, you want to use most of your points into this. Just got some points into this, If my hero gets attacked, it returns damage, fight me not, stuff like that. Same over here, specs, lightning damage. I should probably, no, I don't know. Just put them wherever you want. It doesn't really matter. Alright, so, yeah, definitely level multiple characters, though, because it's pretty important. So, I'd suggest Knight with the Monk, and your choice of, the Mage or the Huntress. But, yeah. So I hope you guys learned some things, what to do, what not to do. And, yeah, leave a comment if you think I've forgot something, or, yeah. Anyway, cheers.